Even, however, was not. The knife, driven by the recoil of the springing tree, had done its work. Then the dogs took up the cry again, and I was on the ground once more. Nerve, nerve. I panted the words over and over as I fled headlong. A blue gap showed through the trees dead ahead. I forced myself up on towards the gap and reached the sea. Lay 20 feet below me, rumbling and hissing. I stood a moment, poised over the edge. I heard the hounds. I knew it was the end. Then I leaped far out into the water.
Well, it's been a busy day, Adam. A busy day. Oh, down, Adam, down. What's the matter, my boy? Hungry? All right, catch. It's quite a day. Not perfect, of course. 2 slight annoyances. One is it will be difficult to replace Ivan. And the other, well, our quarry escaped us, didn't he, Adam? But then, of course, the American didn't really play the game. So we won't count it. We won't count it at all. All right, my boy. That's enough for now. Out you go with the rest. Better luck another time. Rainsford.
Good evening, General.
How did you get here?
I swam. I found that quicker than walking through the jungle.
I congratulate you. You have won the game.
No, General.
Yes, of course you have.
I'm still a beast at bay. Get ready, General Zarov.
I see. Splendid. One of us is to furnish a meal for the hounds. The other will sleep in this very excellent bed. Good, Rainsford. Good. Anger.
Huh? The General was right. Never before in my life had I slept in a better bed.
Escape is produced by William N. Robeson and was directed tonight by Richard Sanville. You have escaped tonight in the Richard Connell story, The Most Dangerous Game, adapted for radio by Irving Ravitch, with Paul Freese as Sanger Rainsford and Hans Conried as General Zaroff. The special musical score was conceived and conducted by Cy Feuer. Next week,
you're sitting at the throttle of a speeding locomotive, screaming around the curves of a mountain gorge, racing against time with death at your shoulder. Next week, you're the engineer of the Yellow Mail.
Next week, CBS offers you Escape with Frank H. Spearman's exciting story of railroading the run of the Yellow Mail. Until this same time next week, then, good night. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
"77 years ago, October 1st, 1947, Escape here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Dick Calmer stars next as Boston Blackie.
This is Dennis James. Civil defense preparedness is important to all of us living in today's nuclear age. For information on the importance of first aid training in protecting your home and family, here is a message from Leo A. Hoig, Director of the Office of Civil and Defense Mobilization.
First aid training can prepare you to meet emergencies quickly when time is precious. If we are ever attacked, medically trained personnel will be busy aiding the desperately ill and injured. Your first aid training could save the life of a member of your family, a friend, a neighbor. You can't always count on someone else helping. Will you know what to do? Take the first step today. Enroll in a Red Cross first aid course. Knowledge of first aid is good common sense and good civil defense. Be sure you are prepared for any emergency.
We continue now with an episode of Boston Blackie starring Dick Calmer. This episode, entitled The Undersea Murder, was originally broadcast 78 years ago, October 1st, 1946.
I found it, Larry. Found it.
You're not kidding, Bill. Are you sure?
Positive. Don't get so excited you stop pumping air to me down here.
Keep your helmet on. I'll keep pumping. You sure it's the sunken ship we're looking for?
We were looking for the Argus, weren't we?
Yeah, but make sure it has the gold in it before we get too excited.
Okay. Give me a little more line.
Yeah.
There's a big gap in her side I can look into and see right into the hold.
Okay, but be careful. Don't get caught in the current and lose your footing.
Just keep my lines tight, and I won't. Keep pumping air.
I'll pump you enough air for a month if you found that gold.
Just enough for now will do.
Well, Bill, what goes? You see anything yet?
See anything? I can see everything. Larry, there's more gold here than I thought was in the whole world.
You found it, huh?
I sure did, Larry. We're rich.
You mean I'm rich?
What are you talking about?
You'll know in a minute. Pull on your tow line.
Huh?
Pull on it, Bill.
Okay, but... Hey, Larry, it's loose.
Sure. I got it loose.
What's the idea? What...
And here goes your airline, too, Bill. I'm cutting that.
No, Larry, don't. No, you can't. You
I
can't.
can't, huh? I already have.
Oh, Larry, don't.
I'm pulling out of here, but fast. As soon as I cut this phone line.
Oh, Larry.
So long, Bill, old pal.
Larry.
And now on to Dick Calmer as Boston Blackie. Enemy to those who make him an enemy. Friend to those who have no friend.
I know just how you feel, Sarah. Your brother was a swell guy. And believe me, there was nothing I could do to save him.
I'm sure there wasn't, Larry.
Honest, there wasn't. I was pumping air to Bill when all of a sudden the phone went dead. Then I saw bubbles on the water, and when I pulled on the tow line, it was limp.
Something underwater must have cut the lines.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's what it was. Sarah, I want you to remember that Bill and I were partners. And Bill's death doesn't dissolve that partnership. You're in if I ever find that gold.
No, I wouldn't want it. It'd remind me too much of Bill. I think you'd better go now, Larry. I think I'd rather be alone right now.
Yeah, sure. Anything you say. Well, so long, Sarah. And I'm sorry.
It's all right. Bye, Larry.
Hey, goodbye.
Bye, Larry. I'll be seeing you.
Yeah, sure, kid. So long.
What are you bawling about, sis?
Bill.
Yeah, me all right. Came in the back way so nobody would see me. Thanks for feeling so miserable when Larry told you I was dead. It's very complimentary.
Bill, it really is you. You're alive.
Yeah, sure am, sis. And it was some story Larry told you about how I died.
He thought you did die. What happened?
What happened? Larry tried to kill me, and I'm alive now only because I'm a smart diver. I'm going to be just as smart a killer.
Bill, don't talk like that.
Why not? As far as anybody knows, I'm dead. So I'm going to kill the guy who tried to kill me. And I'm going to get away with it, too.
Yes?
Boston Blackie?
Yes, again.
May I come in?
Yes, with a capital, why not?
Thank you. Blackie,
Don't tell me. You're in trouble. Oh, you know someone who's in trouble, and you've come to me for help.
Yes, Blackie. It's my brother.
Well, what's he done? Swindled, embezzled, or murdered?
He hasn't done anything yet, but he's going to kill a man.
He is? When?
As soon as he finds him. And he's going to get away with it, too.
That's a popular misconception, Miss...
Bronson. Sarah Bronson. My brother's name is Bill.
Bill Bronson, the diver?
Yes.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Miss Bronson. Your brother died this morning. I heard it over the radio not an hour ago.
My brother's very much alive, Blackie. And it's because everyone thinks he's dead that he thinks he can get away with murder.
Well, I have a hunch he's right, up to a point. Who was he going to kill?
Larry Matthews, his partner. That wasn't an accident under the water this morning. Larry tried to kill Bill by cutting his lines.
Uh-huh. So Bill wants to stay dead and get his revenge. I think you'd better go to the police, Miss Bronson.
No, I don't dare.
Why not?
Bill's gone almost crazy after that experience this morning. He said he'd kill me if I went to the police. But he didn't say anything about going to you.
I see. Well, I'll see what I can do for you.
Whatever it is, you'll have to do it fast. Bill is...
Excuse me. Hello.
Hello, Blackie. This is Charlie Kingston.
Oh, hello, Charlie. I'll call you back in just a minute.
Nothing serious, Blackie. I'm just keeping a promise I made to you.
What promise?
You know about never jumping into a new business deal without telling you what I've done.
Well, tell me about this one some other time, Charlie, will you? I've got to keep a man named Larry Matthews from being killed.
Did you say Larry Matthews?
Yes.
He's going to be killed? Good heavens, no. I won't have anyone murdered in any of my offices.
What?
He's downtown in my manager's office right now, and they just closed a deal for $100,000.
What kind of a deal?
A salvage job. I bought half interest in $2 million worth of gold Matthews and Bronson that dead diver found. I saw the chart myself.
Look, Charlie, phone your manager and tell him to hold Matthews there. Bronson isn't dead. Matthews tried to kill him, and now the diver is out to kill Matthews.
What? Well, I don't understand.
Never mind what you don't understand. Phone your manager, tell him the whole story, and tell him to hold Matthews there. I'll get there myself as soon as I can.
So that's what the score is, Mr. Matthews. Oh, excuse me.
Sure, Mr. Waltham.
Waltham speaking.
Oh, Henry, this is Charlie Kingston.
Oh, yes, Mr. Kingston.
Look, is Larry Matthews there?
Yes, he is.
Good. Keep him there. Don't let him leave your office under any circumstances.
What's the matter?
His life is in danger. Somebody's looking for him to kill him. Boston Blackie will be down there in a few minutes to take over. Now wait for him.
All right, but I don't understand.
Now, don't try. Wait till Blackie comes and then get that chart from Matthews. I want that chart.
Don't worry, Mr. Kingston. I'll get it for you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Anything wrong, Mr. Waltham? You look a little pale.
Nothing much is wrong, I hope, Mr. Matthews. That was my boss, Mr. Kingston. He wants me to keep you here in my office until Boston Blackie gets here.
Why?
Why? Because your life is in danger.
Huh?
Mr. Matthews, do you know of anyone who's trying to kill you?
No. No one in particular. But I'm not surprised my life's in danger. Yours would be, too, if you owned something as valuable as that chart of mine.
Yes, I suppose so. Well, we'll own it soon. Mr. Kingston asked me to be sure to get it from you.
Well, you've given me your check. Come on down to my house at the waterfront, and I'll give you the chart.
Mr. Matthews, I can't let you leave this office. Mr. Kingston's orders.
Well, if you want that chart, you'll come and get it now. I want to close this deal and get rid of that chart.
Well, aren't you afraid to go out on the street?
I'll take my chances. I got a gun right here, see? Come on, I want to get this deal over with.
All right. I'm going with you. Just a minute.
Hey, what are you taking out of that drawer?
My gun, Mr. Matthews. If you're in danger, I'm in danger, too.
Here's my house. Wait till I unlock the door, Walton.
Sure. Well, so far, so good. We haven't seen anyone who even looked as if he wanted to kill you.
That doesn't make me a bit unhappy. Now, come on in. Oh, wait, I'll turn on the light. There. Now, come on in. I'll get you the chart.
Okay.
I never had enough money for a safe, so I always hid anything valuable under the floor.
I see.
This loose board here is my safety deposit vault. Here. Here's your chart right here. I'll see if they can get anything else now. Let's see how do you turn out the light. Oh! You dirty double-crosser, Waltham. You got me, but maybe one of my bullets got you, too.
Hi, Blackie.
Hello, Mary.
You know, I've been waiting in this office for you for 1 hour.
Well, I got here as quickly as I could, but I wasn't worried. I knew Matthews would be safe as long as you were here.
Well, I'm here, but Mr. Matthews isn't.
What?
I hope I won't have to tell you a dozen times. Mr. Matthews went out with Mr. Waltham.
But didn't Kingston phone here and tell...
Excuse me. Kingston Enterprises, good afternoon.
Well, this is Mr. Kingston. Let me speak to Mr. Waltham again, will you?
Mr. Waltham's out, Mr. Kingston.
Oh, I see. Oh, did he leave with Mr. Matthews and a Boston Blackie?
Boston Blackie? No, sir, I don't even know him.
I'm Boston Blackie. If that's Kingston, I'd like to talk to him.
Oh, Mr. Kingston, Blackie wants to talk to you.
Oh, by all means.
Here you are, Blackie.
Thanks. Hello, Charlie.
Blackie, what's the matter down there? Where's Waltham and Matthews?
Well, that's just what I want to ask you. Didn't you phone Waltham and tell him to keep Matthews here?
Yes, the minute I was through talking to you.
Well,
What is it?
he isn't here now.
What happened to you?
And I hate to think what's going to...
Wait a minute, Blackie. Here's Waltham now.
Good. Matthews with him?
No,